What's going on, fam? So I'm out here at one of my favorite spots. If you've been watching my videos for a minute, you'll know I shot a video here with the F-150. I brought Big Black out here. If you go look at some of my motorcycle videos of my Harley Davidson, I just shot a couple of videos in this same area. Crazy part about it is I still haven't had a chance to clean the Grand Cherokee all the way up. But all in all, man, I just want to come and give a further detail of some of the things that I got done to it, man. So y'all know I got these blacked out already, and I've had the car painted over black. That black is looking good. Definitely still planning on getting rid of the rear wheels. As I told y'all before, we're gonna be getting rid of the chrome delete. We're gonna be deleting this chrome right here. Gonna be getting rid of this chrome. We took all the badges off of the car, all the badges off the car. We got that mid muffler delete, which I'll let y'all hear that in a second. And you know, all in all, the car is cool. Oh, and we blacked these out so far. I'm debating if I'm gonna get these tinted. It's early, so it's a lot of condensation out here, but I'm debating if I'm gonna get these tinted or get the covers. I ain't for sure yet. But the Grand Cherokee is definitely coming together, man, slowly but surely. As I've been telling y'all, eventually I do want to put a SRT body kit on here. Not sure when that's going to happen. You know what I mean? It may happen sooner than later, but it's going to happen for sure. But yeah, I want to get the car painted. I mean, painted. I want to get it washed up today. I'm going to try to go through a wash, because I know I really ain't supposed to put no soap on it right now. But I'm going to try to go through a brushless wash, just with some water. Try to get it cleaned up, let it get dried off and whatever. So let's go find us a brushless wash real quick where we can get the car at least sprayed off a little bit and we can really see what's going on with it, man. I just want to open up this video at one of my favorite spots. As you see, it's the money shot down here where we at right now, man. So you don't already know what it is, man. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, man, and make sure you sharing the videos and clicking that notification bell, and check out the intro.
I make music that the streets can feel. My flow was sick, so everything I speak is ill. The only thing that I know how to beat is real. Till they read my will, I take the back seat and chill. Ill, you jiggling, baby. It's the size of rockets. I'm Mr. McGrady, and I'm out of here. There's no challenge here. I was locked for 12 months, staring at the calendar. This down stink like chitterlings. Me, I'm on the bigger things. Like Wayne, I'm an alien. Moonwalking on Billie Jean. Yeah, the kid me with flipping them words, but I made so much this past year, I'ma stick to them birds. Okay, cook it, bag it, it's ready to serve. When I do, it's murder. Like Vita and Herb. Word. When it's time to get dough, I take off. Before the feds get the dough, I take off.
Alright. Well. So we're gonna go and try and get a quick wash in the Grand Cherokee and chop it up with y'all, man. I just, you know, want to come on and chop it up with my people, man. The channel is doing pretty decent. I've been cranking out a video a day, trying to keep that going. And it's working out pretty good, man. I'm just trying to stay positive. Like, with so much going on in my life right now, the car videos definitely is an outlet for me, a positive outlet for me as well. You know, because I mean, there's enough negativity in the world to kind of drive you crazy, man. And like, we all got lives, man. We all got stuff that we go through. We all got stuff that's going on in our lives, man. Nobody's perfect. You know, outside, behind the scenes, and you know, when the cameras ain't on, like, life is really happening. And you know, there's no need for me to try to sugarcoat it or try to, you know, make it like my life is any different than anybody else's. Like, I don't have, you know, problems and issues of my own, man. We all do. You know, so I, you know, get on this camera, and you know, it just gives me a way for me to just let stuff out, get it in, man. Y'all hear me though. Y'all hear me though. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. The 5.7 definitely runs. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I mean, of course, if you done been in the SRT or a Trackhawk or something like that, there's no comparison to that type of power. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody that's just trying to get in the game, get you a piece of the Mopar muscle, ain't nothing wrong with going with the 5.7. Show. You know, a lot of people online say a lot of stuff, and a lot of people online don't even have the cars that they telling y'all to go get. Like, if somebody got the car that they say, oh, you should have got this or you should have got that. If you don't got it, then stop talking to me. You know what I mean? Or they go to new Jeep. What's that? That's the Limited. I don't know. I mean, y'all like the new Jeep? What y'all think about the new Jeep? I know the new Jeep is alright. I bet it don't sound like this. Yeah, so, you know, I try not to pay people no attention, man, on the things they say. You know, it is what it is. As long as you're comfortable with the car that you got, and you know you making that payment, nobody's making a payment for you. You know, you're not robbing nobody, and you know, just being an honest person. You know, working, taking care of your business and your responsibilities, and trying to have something, man. I don't have no issue with what car individual buys. Now, there's some cars that I'm not gonna buy myself. I done learned my lesson. Like, I remember when I bought my Mustang, you know, I was looking for a Mustang. I like the body style. I'm like, you know, it don't matter if I don't got the 5.0, man. Look at the body on it. It's going to look nice when I put these rims on it. And, you know, it was already tinted and stuff. I was like, all right, it ain't going to cost me that much to get it to where I wanted at. Y'all can go back and look at some of the videos. And then I got it. I was like, man, like, I'm kind of bored with this car. I don't got the power. I can't even make it sound like nothing. Like, and that's the thing, like, if you're trying to race cars and stuff like that and put them on the track or whatever, because hopefully you go into the track with your car when you racing it and stuff like that, you know, unless you're trying to race, it would be different. But if you ain't trying to race and you just want something with a little bit of power daily, sound good, you know, just get you a V8. I mean, you know, whatever kind of car you want, Mustang, Challenger, Charger, Cherokee, Durango, Ram truck, you know, Silverado, whatever you're trying to get. You know, I'm into those domestic cars. Just get the V8, you know, and you'll be okay. Because with all the cars that I name, you know, pretty much now, with the way that technology is, you can do mods. Now, when we're talking about the Fords, you might, like, depending on what year F-150 you get, you might be stuck with not being able to do nothing to the motor, which in my case, that's where I was at with the F-150 that I had. You know, there's no mods that I really can get for that to make it do anything besides be a turd. But, you know, get you a V8. Now, I just seen that Jeep ride by. I didn't know, like, I gotta look, man, but a lot of the Jeeps I seen, I was looking at Jeep Wranglers, man, a lot of them is V6s. I never really paid attention to that. But, yeah, any V8, man, is cool for you, man. Like, you know, depending on what it is that you're trying to do with your car. Feel me. I know what I'm trying to do, you know, but at the end of the day, the 5.7 is a good entry-level car to get into the game with, because you don't gotta spend a lot of money. The insurance is a lot less than, you know, some of your higher end V8s, you know, ZL1 and just 6.2s and 6.4 Hemis and stuff like that, Coyote motors. But 5.7 Hemi will get you in the game. You're gonna sound good. More than likely, the car that is coming in, you're gonna like, you know, like I said, Challenger, Charger, Durango, Ram, and surprisingly, one of these Jeeps. Because I was definitely surprised when I got to looking at Jeeps and found out I could get one with a Hemi, and I was like, oh, I'm getting it. Because I was gonna buy a 5.7 RT Charger, because I really wanted a Charger, and I still want one. You know, I want to get a Charger. I want to, you know, I wanted the Durango. I want several different cars that I want to try to put in my garage of cars. You know, my collection or whatever, my fleet. But so with that being said, though, we got the same. I got the pen on black. With that being said, though, you know, I was gonna get the RT first, the Charger, and I was looking, and I'm like, you know, I kind of need something that I can drive in the wintertime, because in Ohio, it's about to get, the snow about to get bad. So I kind of need something I can still move around a little bit in the wintertime. I had a Charger before, it was an 06. It wasn't that bad in the wintertime. I just had to watch where I parked and what I did, but for the most part, I was able to get around. And I had 24s on it that I never took off and rode them all winter as well. That winter wasn't really that bad. And then I had my Challenger at the same time that didn't have any rims on it, so sometimes I would drive the Challenger instead of driving the Charger. But anyway, you know, long story short, I went ahead and went with the Cherokee this time. You know, I felt like it made a little more sense for this to be the first one I get, and then I can go ahead and move after that. Do some mods to it, daily driver, family car, because I was thinking about my kids and stuff when I was buying a car, shopping for a car too. You know, I still got Phoenix and Chase, so I needed a little room for them. Chase is still playing football, and you know, Phoenix is still sitting in the car seat and stuff like that, so I felt like the truck was the better option to start out with, you know, family car. And then I could do some little mods to it and make it fun at the same time. So that's where we at with this now. You know, I have been talking about getting that SRT body kit. Like I said, you know, I'm not putting a deadline on that. It's just going to go along with the build. You know, I'm going to keep modding this as much as I can. You know what I mean? And at the same time working on a Monte Carlo SS, and then eventually, you know, I'll definitely get the car that I want. I was looking at some of the prices on those new Scat Packs. They're too much. So if I do get a Charger, which I want one, it's not gonna be the Hellcat. I can tell y'all that right now. I'm not even gonna act like it's gonna be the Hellcat or like I'm gonna buy the Hellcat. I'm not. But I will buy the Scat and or the RT. I don't, like I said, I don't mind getting the RT. I don't mind getting the 5.7 because I know what can be done to it. But let's see. I don't. Is this touchless? Because I don't need nothing touching my car. I don't know. Like, I know damn well I shouldn't be putting no soap on this car, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, I hate using my card here. I feel like one time I used my card here and it kind of lightweight. Where's the bank at? Yeah, I think I used my card here one time, and like next thing I know, I'm gonna use my Cash App card, because next thing I know it was acting weird and crazy. Started wiping this mug down on the inside. These windows on the inside from them painting it was messed up, and I don't know how I'm gonna get to the back ones, but I'm just doing the inside first. That way I don't scratch my tin up on the inside after wiping something on the outside. But the brushless wash did get it where I want it to be. I got a couple other things. I don't know, for the life of me, I can't find my damn keys. I done laid them down in the truck somewhere, and now I can't find them. Yeah, these windows coming pretty clean, man. I had rolled that one down, and when I rolled it back up, I mean, it was through when I was paying for the wash. So I just said to hell with it. I went over to Dollar General around the corner and grabbed me some towels, because I don't have no towels in this truck. I got all my towels is in my F-150. And then I think I took them out of there. They might be in the garage. Actually, yeah, they're in the garage in the bucket. So I need to buy some towels just for this car anyway. When I have multiple cars, I like having cleaning towels for each individual car. I don't like sharing towels between cars, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and get these outside windows together. It may take me a minute to get these the way that I want them though, because I think it's still some overspray on my windows, which that's one of the things I actually was ready to complain about. So let me see. Let me try to spray something on here real quick and see what it do. So I might have to hit these windows with something to get this overspray off. That's another conversation, man. The reason why that's on there and the reason why I took it the way that it was, there's messing around. It was gonna take a minute before I got my car. I mean, the car was painted. It was supposed to have been already painted. And then I went to go pick it up. It wasn't ready yet. They said that something happened where the guy took the tape off the bumper. And it peeled some of the paint up, so I had to wait a couple more days for them to sand it down and respray it. And now this is what I'm dealing with. So it ain't gonna be no big. I can get it off of there, off of the windows and whatever else is on. I think it's a little bit on the plastic, and I knew it was on there. I just said to hell with it. Give me the car. I'll take care of it at a later date. I'll get it up off of there. So yeah, so I'll be getting that off of there in a second. I ain't tripping about that, man. Let me go ahead and finish wiping this off, and I'll show y'all what it's looking like. And I'm gonna show y'all the motor and stuff too. I'm gonna wipe the motor off and stuff. Let y'all check out that Hemi up under there in case, you know, somebody got it twisted. All right, so there y'all go, man. I had to lightweight wipe this mug off too. So as y'all can see, I still got the stock air cleaner. I'll probably put a cold air intake on there. But it's clean up under the hood, man. That was one of the things that sold me on the car. Even though I know, you know, they probably did a few things. I need to wipe it off a little better, but still got a little dust. Okay, SR10. SRT10. Let's see if he do something. I thought I heard something. Sound like he a manual. Yeah, okay, don't lose it. Don't lose it. He showed out for us. He showed out for us, guys. Yeah, so, you know, we got the Hemi up under here. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know how we come in, gang. I do got some things that I possibly may do to this motor, and I may not. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna just, right now, this is where we at with it though. And I wanted to show y'all just in case in a future video, in case I do some mods or something like that, y'all be able to see what's going on with it, see where we started at, see where we at, see how we coming. Man, look at that. That's painter's tape. They out of control. They out of control. They all the way out of control. I did rush them though, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm like, man, let me get my car, cause y'all messing around. I gotta get my Chrome deleted. I don't feel like making another appointment. All right, so, but we got it all wiped off. We got it all wiped off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw some tire wet on it, but it's looking good, man. I ain't got no complaints about the way it's looking. It's a couple little spots that I've seen on. There's a couple little spots that I've seen on it that's doing something weird, and I think it just needs to be buffed out a little bit. That's about it. But other than that, man, it's a pretty decent paint job for what I paid for it and where I went, man. So let me go ahead and finish up, and we get in the car, man. There's a couple other things I want to do with y'all while I got y'all, so stay tuned in, man. Let's get it. Got him washed up pretty good, about as good as it's gonna get today. We'll be getting that chrome delete in a couple days, man, but you know, I think it looked good, man. I just can't wait to lower it in the back and get everything else I want to get done to it. I see a water spot in the front, but I ain't even that pressed about that. I kind of am, though. Hold on, let me see something. I am kind of pressed about that. Oh, it's dry. All right, but anyway, I think it looked pretty good. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, we don't got no action. Anyway. So yeah, man, I wanna, you know, talk about the truck too. I done had it about 30 days, a little over 30 days now. And I just wanna give my 30-day review on it, what I think about it, and stuff like that. I really like the truck, as y'all can tell. Like, I like driving it and stuff like that. I don't drive in sport mode too often, just because of the gas mileage you get. You really don't get good gas mileage when you're driving in sports mode, so I kind of been chilled out on that. Other than that, though, I mean, it's a pretty decent automobile, man. I don't really have no complaints whatsoever about the truck at all. I mean, I knew so let me say this. I knew going in what to expect from the car. I knew that there were certain things about these Grand Cherokees that were touchy. I know there were certain things about these Grand Cherokees that, you know, acted funny. I did all my homework and research on all the things that I would possibly face, and I weighed the options if I felt like it was worth me dealing with. And after you start building the LS motor and all the money that you put into that, like, it really changes your perspective or perception on spending money on different car mods as well as maintenance and stuff like that. So, like, you know, I've heard people, let's just be all the way up front. So I've heard people talk about lifter issues with the 5.7s. That wasn't something I was afraid of, especially with having Matt to work on cars. And even if, I mean, worst case scenario, if the motor even blew up and I had to get another one, they're not that expensive. I can get a Hemi, 5.7 Hemi, for the same price that I paid for the wiring harness on the LS. But if all else failed, and let's just say that I want to do something a little different, I could always get a 392 motor and tranny and slap it in here. You know what I mean? For what I'm paying to do an entire LS swap. So it's a lot of different things that I could do, which would be dope and fun. I thought about that too, as far as like some of the things that, like, if that did happen, what type of content I could make. So, you know, I weighed all of those options. The air ride, you know, I contemplated, did I want to deal with that? Did I want to change it and get, you know, put an aftermarket air suspension on here? Did I want to just get rid of the air suspension and go with a strut master kit? You know what I mean? I priced that out, and, you know, I seen what that would be. And again, having somebody like Matt that can work on the car and do some of these things made it, you know, makes those things a little easier than somebody that may have to, like, continuously go to the dealership and get stuff done. What else? I mean, it's There's a lot of other things that I'm probably forgetting. The dumb evap, I think, that triggers the check engine light, which I done had happen already. It's the gas cap thing. You know, none of the things that, for me, none of the things that I seen went against the pros of having it. You know, for what I paid for this car and what I'm getting, you know, as far as like just interior wise, the trim level, the panoramic sunroof, the fact that it came with a V8. Now, if this car would have been a V6 and some of the things that I'm naming, besides the actual issue with the lifters on the 5.7, I wouldn't have got it. Like I said, I'm not ever buying another V6 Eco, nothing. Like, I'm good. I know we got these, you know, everybody's saying they're going electric. I'll get an electric car before I buy a 6-cylinder or a 4-cylinder car, man. I'm gonna try to clean up on some of these V8s while they still around, because they're gonna get scarce after so long, so many years, man. Like, even like let's just say, for instance, the Monte Carlo SS. Now, I can remember a time when the Monte Carlo SS wasn't rare. It was a car that you didn't like see in passing all the time, but you know, but they were out there. They weren't as high or expensive as they are now. Cars like Grand Nationals, you would see them every now and then too, you know what I mean? But then like your regular Regals and your regular Monte Carlos and your LS Monte Carlos, you would see them a lot. Your box Chevys, you would see them a lot. Even your bubble Caprices and Cappies and, you know what I mean, stuff like that, Impalas, you would see them. Those cars are rare. And I want to say, like, I had my 96 Impala. What was a 95? I had my 95 Impala maybe, let's just say 10 years ago. You know, and I went and found it. I think I paid like $3,000 for it, man. It needed a new, I rebuilt the transmission in it, got it painted, and I had a car. You know, the interior was fine and everything. Those cars are getting rare, getting harder to find for decent prices. I mean, you can still find them, but they're not as available as they once was. You know what I mean? So, like, even with the Regals, I can't tell you the, like, because I had a Regal as well. I had an 85, I want to say, Regal. I mean, those cars, you would see them on the streets all the time. Like, you're not even seeing those cars like you used to out here where I'm at, unless somebody has it as a classic or something like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like the V8s right now, you know, the ones that's out, you know, the Hellcats, the Chargers, Challengers, all of the Camaros starting at 2011, 12, somewhere around there on up. You know, all of these cars eventually are going to become rare. With, you know, states like California and other states jumping on the bandwagon, banning the sale of gas operated cars in 2030 or whatever, 2032, however long that is, man. These cars are going to become rare. They're going to become classics. They're going to become collector's items, and people are going to be wanting ridiculous prices for them. I can't remember the one YouTuber's names. Bags or something like that. He built a Monte Carlo SS. He got a Euro Sport Monte right now, but he also got a Euro Sport Caprice. And he want like $25,000 for this thing. It got a clean 305 in it. The interior is immaculate. The paint on the outside is immaculate. It's a clean car. I'm not paying. I mean, and no, I'm not. I shouldn't say this because I wouldn't want nobody to say this about me. But I'm just being honest, like, and no shade on him because I follow him, I like his content and everything. So this ain't got nothing to do with him. This is my personal opinion of how I view things. You know what I mean? Like how I see things. And somebody else might say I'm crazy, right? But that's where the price of cars is going to, $25K for a clean Caprice. I mean, and it's clean, with an original motor and all of that in it. $25K, man, that's crazy. But I get it, and I get where he's coming from because he's not the only person. Like, it's somebody else might have wanted 35 or 50 for that. You know what I mean? I see some of these dunk prices, the prices that Dunks is going for. Man, boys is getting like 70-some thousand, 50-some thousand for these dunks that they got. Just a clean dunk with no rims on it. They want like 25,000, 30,000 for them. So, you know, with that being said, man, it's just it's a different time and day when it comes to these cars, man. And you know, I'm gonna just try to get what I can get in where I fit in. I plan on keeping my Monte Carlo SS. Keep this as long as it's running. Maybe do some things to it. Keep it as a mod vehicle once I get another car. Like I said, I got a couple other cars that I really want to grab. Speaking of Camaros, I would like to grab a 2012 Camaro. Definitely want to get a Durango. If I get the SRT or just the RT joint, that would be cool. And I definitely want to get my hands on a Charger. If I go Charger though, I definitely want SRT. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out how I can get one. So you know, at the end of the day, man, these are just cars that I want. I'm gonna probably eventually end up doing another motorcycle build, another Harley Davidson build. I'm looking to do a Cholo build probably in the next couple months. So be looking for that to come to the channel too. But you know, I'm gonna keep pressing, keep grinding it out, getting this money at work, taking care of my family, bringing y'all this content with my family, with me. You know what I mean? Taking y'all on this journey, this car building, this crazy car building journey, this car lifestyle that I'm living, man. It's expensive. It's it takes patience, and I'm not even getting the high, like, you know what I mean, like some other people are spending way more money than I am, you know, on bills and stuff. So shout out to them too, man. I could just imagine, you know what I mean, I ain't got there yet, but eventually I'm gonna get there to where I can do some crazy stuff. But yeah, my next move will be we just sitting back waiting till the day to go take the car and get this chrome delete done, man, and see how that's gonna look. And we're just gonna keep on moving from there. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all this daily content. I'm trying to grind it out. I'm trying to knock out a video a day. So with that being said, man, just keep tapping in, keep watching, and I'm gonna keep bringing it to y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that's been viewing the videos, showing love. Let's get a little more active in the comments or whatever, you know what I mean, and hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button for me. And there we go, man. Nice Durango. Speaking of a Durango. But yeah, that's about it, man. I appreciate y'all for